right, man. Torture Talk. 6 o'clock show. 6 o'clock show. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. I'm back at it, man. Whipping the Craftmatic. Hey. Let me fix that real quick, man. You know, sometimes can't see what's going on. And yeah, I look kind of crazy. Let me fix that real quick. Hold on. Hey. I'm back. So look, this is 6 o'clock show. Hey man, so we're gonna check in with Deleted. He got a video where he's talking about you know, these YouTubers and stuff like that, Drake and all that good stuff. So we're gonna check in with him, see what he talking about. Before I get into that, you know, I gotta give my legendary spiel. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscription today. Hey, listen. Everybody that's new that come here to watch the videos, I'm cool with that. It's cool. But it's really not that hard to just hit subscribe. You're gonna subscribe either way, so you might as well just do it, baby. You might as well do it, baby. Come on, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? All the beautiful, sexy ladies, single sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, links on the screen right here, right here, right here. Cash App, PayPal's in the description. They call me the Hidden Gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to over 12,000 subscribers. And yeah, let me know where you're from. And I should have 1 million subscribers by Monday morning. Eventually, Monday's gonna come. So look, let's get into this video, man. And we're gonna come back and and discuss. All right, so let's get it. You know what it is, man.
You know me, I'm YouTube's biggest villain, the new biggest villain. The reason why I say that is because my opinion's not gonna be popular. You might not like anything I gotta say.
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato.
Ask me if I care. I've been so lazy. I was supposed to do this video days ago. Didn't have the urge to do it though. A lot of my supporters were encouraging, telling me they wanted to hear my take and how they were looking forward to it. Fuck y'all. Don't tell me what to do. This topic is cold and stale now, but we about to revive this bitch like some old McDonald's fries on a Wednesday. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's get it to 3 stacks. I appreciate my villain community. I love our toxic relationship. We slowly closing in at 40K. What y'all think? Y'all think we could hit 50K by January 1st?
Yo, that's crazy that Deleted started out. I remember when I first seen his channel and I reviewed his video, right? And I believe I was one of the first people to say go follow him, right? I believe he had 3,000 or something like that subscribers. Yo. You gotta give this man a round of applause, man. You gotta give Deleted a round of applause, man. This guy went from under 10,000 subscribers to 30,000, almost 40,000 subscribers within 4 months. That's insane. That means that people really like his content. Like, I've seen people shout him out that have 1 million subscribers. You know what I'm saying? He deserves all of it. I don't always agree with everything that everybody says. We don't supposed to always agree. No yes men over here, but gotta get a man his props, man. Like, for real.
So I heard Skepta was the mall version of the UK. In other words, Drake's bitch. I mean, the guy has the owl tatted on him, and apparently Drake has something tatted of his as well. Not sure how true that is about Drake though. I got this info from X, cause you know, if it's on X, it's gotta be true, right? So Skepta is a UK rap artist that appeared in the Skepta interlude for Drake, track 10 on the album More Life. He recently sat down with Ebro on Apple Music when the Drake versus Kendrick beef came up.
When stuff gets said like that now, today, it's more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course this is personal, dipshit. This is hip-hop.
It's more personal.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I think there's something about...
There was a lot of lying on there. There was a lot of lying. People just saying...
There was one diss track.
Yo, it's so crazy. I watched this interview again, and it's crazy how It's like, Ebro, you from that class. You know that rappers do sensationalize things. You know they lie. Rappers been lying. And he literally said that. It was a lot of lying on there, a lot of lying. Like, well, they all lie. Like, come on, bro.
They came out and I was like, oh, this is over. Like,
Many of you Drake cake munchers are claiming that K-Dot crossed the line by making false accusations about the PDF allegations. I guess they disregarded when he groped and kissed a 17-year-old girl on stage.
Well, listen, 17. I had fun. I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest and stuff. I just want to thank you.
She tells him she's 17.
Bro. You can't be serious, bro. Y'all can't be serious if y'all still defending this dude. You can't be serious, bro. I don't want to hear none of this. I don't want to hear anybody ever jump in the comments and say, there's no proof. There's no proof. There's literally proof right in front of your face where the man is really saying it and he's doing it right in front of you. Y'all, listen, don't talk to me about anybody, anything. Don't talk to me about anybody when it comes to this subject. I don't want to hear it. If you're not going to call him out on it, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's just crazy. Like, y'all see it for yourself. Everybody sees it. I know I'm not blind. I know I'm not crazy, right? Did I drop my head or something? I don't know. I'm not blind and I'm not crazy, but y'all literally see this. It's crazy.
And he still begins to kiss and make inappropriate gestures. If her parents had pressed charges at the time, he could have been charged with child molestation. So it's not a lie at all when the video evidence is right there for you to see. What the fuck do you guys consider a PDF file? I guess y'all only feel it applies to people who sleeps with the underage. No, it applies to all individuals that do bizarre and inappropriate things with or to a minor. Even if it's just verbal. It don't have to be touching, it could just be verbal. In the state of California, everybody's state is different. Some of y'all think it's cool to sleep with 16-year-olds. So we're gonna read California's molestation laws. California defines molestation a bit differently than it defines other types of sex acts against children. Child molestation can include almost any type of inappropriate behavior: touching, kissing, making sexual or lewd comments, etc. Those convicted of these charges must register as sex offenders as well. Basically, it was never cool. That video does everything that this paragraph I just read stated, not to mention all the other allegations that are out there about the Drizzler, Millie Bobby being one of them.
A great friend and a great role model. You know, we just text each other the other day and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. About boys, he helps me.
And I think that the reason why the mainstream media is okay with that is because in that world, it's kind of normal. It's kind of normal. And she's like, well, what? She said, he talks to me about boys. And the lady said, well, what did he say? I say, oh, I'm going to keep that to myself. Like, nah.
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
So with that video,
and you could just
Lucky for you, I've partnered with
you
Blue
can
Chew
see
to
the,
bring you 1 month completely free. Blue Chew is a telehealth service that provides
fake laugh
video, and with me,
you can see the fake laughter. Like, you can see the fake laughter. Like,
you can see the fake laughter.
it's crazy.
showing you a California state law. It's not a lie. Stop changing the narrative. It seems Skepta also has amnesia, as if Kendrick didn't warn bruh from the beginning with his Euphoria album cover alone. That in itself was a warning shot. Drake would then respond with Tailor Made, using an AI voice of Pac. He would then give Kendrick the green light by jokingly suggesting to use the young girl angle against him.
Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me.
Drake also discussed the allegations on his song Another Late Night.
He literally said that. He gave him the green light to talk about it. Before Kendrick even dropped anything, because this was before Euphoria. And Kendrick still didn't say nothing on Euphoria about it.
With Lil Yachty.
Hey, widows in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby look.
Just because Skepta and the rest of Drake's glizzy guzzlers weren't aware of the allegations that have been circulating on Reddit and YouTube for a while now, doesn't mean Drake was oblivious to them. This song was released before the beef began, and he addressed those allegations back then. Let's not pretend this topic was pulled out of nowhere. Stop crying and stop caping.
This isn't rap. This isn't a rap. This ain't clashing anymore.
No, they don't like each other.
This is over.
Bro, who the fuck cares? It's hip hop. Do you not see how cringe you're being over another grown-ass man? Like, let this guy fight his own battles. Leave that to their fan bases. You coming off as the overprotective wife or something. Skepta, Academics, Maul, all you guys are acting like some bitter, sad wife, sticking up for their man. You would think the way you guys are acting over Drake is how Kendrick's wife would have acted on social media, and she didn't even have much to say. She just danced all over Drake's grave with her husband on the Not Like Us video. It's insane how much you guys are willing to cape for this grown man. It's cringe. It's weird. Like, you don't see it's sus as hell.
Like,
I said the same thing. It's so crazy how y'all will go out your way to make sure Drake is okay. I never seen nothing like it. This is incredible. I never seen nothing like it. It's so incredible to see. It's like watching a plane crash and you just can't look away. It's so incredible to see. It's credible.
They don't like each other. It's clear. I can hear it. I can hear it in his voice. He doesn't like Drake. When it sounded like you two just really want to see each other and do each other something.
Yeah.
But bruh, when did they ever like each other in the past? Jay-Z and Nas hated each other, talked about messing with the same girl, talked about skeeting on car seats and shit.
I came in your belly back seat, skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat.
And I don't care if Jay-Z apologized later. He didn't J. Cole the situation and apologized during the beef.
And since you infatuated with saying that gay shit, guess you was kissing my dick when you was kissing that bitch.
You have Lil Wayne threatening to kidnap Jay.
That bar was crazy. Yo, that was crazy. That bar was crazy. Oh my God. I know that's so definitely that was the song he said. What he say? Jay said that song is slept on. I ain't gonna lie. That diss track is slept on. That last diss track he did, he said, we'll crack bottles on we'll tie you up and crack bottles off the board, chip tooth. That was fire. Yo, that was fire. I'm telling you, that was fire.
Jay-Z's wife. You have Eminem questioning ICP's manhood, calling them gay because of the makeup they would wear as clowns.
Plus, I was put here to put fear in faggots who spray Faygo root beer and call themselves clowns because they look queer.
You have Pac bringing up one of the members of Mobb Deep's sickle cell illness that ultimately took his life.
Oh yeah, Mobb Deep. You wanna fuck with us? You little young ass motherfuckers. Don't one of you niggas got sickle cell or something?
You have Pac telling Jay-Z to die slow.
I'm a bad boy killer. Jay-Z got to.
And then you have Pac yelling, my fo-fo, make sure all y'all kids don't grow.
Die slow, motherfucker. My fo-fo make sure all y'all kids don't grow.
Which was a bar, by the way. Beanie Siegel says this crazy shit to Jadakiss.
I'm thinking about raping his mom and making him watch. I'm taking my time, I'm making him watch.
You have Biggie saying this cringy ass weirdo bar.
I hope they know my...
That was fire. I'm taking my time. I'm making a watch. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Jada. That was fire, Jada. You gotta give it up. That was fire. Beanie had some. He had some. Even though I think Jada won, but that was fire, bro. You gotta give it to him. That was crazy. Let's go.
Raping his mom and making him watch. I'm taking my time, I'm making me watch.
You have Biggie saying this cringy ass weirdo bar.
I hope they know my nigga gotta fucking kidnap kids. Fuck them in they ass, throw them over the bridge.
When the fuck did you guys think that they didn't hate each other? When the fuck did you guys think?
Yo. What the? God. Bro, that was crazy. Oh my God.
This shit was sweet. Battle rap has always been disrespectful as fuck. And before y'all come in here saying, oh, well, Pac and Biggie died because of it. Nah, they didn't die because of the rap beef. They died because Diddy and Suge had a feud that predated Pac even being signed to Death Row, with one of their friends deleted by another friend's hand. The long-standing rumors that Diddy's then bodyguard Wolf unalived Big Jake, who was a close friend and bodyguard of Suge Knight back in 1995. It was an ongoing blood and Crip beef that bled into Biggie and Pac, and that they had no business getting involved in, which unfortunately caused both their demise.
They had like their little words, right? And they went outside, and they went in the middle of the street.
They were in the middle with Puff
the
and
middle,
Suge?
middle of the street, Puff and Suge.
Wow.
Outside in Atlanta. And
this is at your party?
Yeah.
Is it a calm conversation or they?
No, it's not a calm conversation.
Okay.
But
not just them.
It's a very hostile conversation.
Okay. And their crews is
ain't no crew. I mean, Suge has got one person.
Oh.
Puff got a crew.
Oh.
Suge got one dude with him.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And all I know is Puff started drinking his champagne while they was talking, and I guess somebody must have said something to him. And next thing I know, you know, Wolf, rest in peace, you know, he let off a shot and let off a couple of shots, and Suge Man got killed right there.
Wow.
That's
in Atlanta.
crazy.
That was the beginning of that.
I've never heard of this story. Where the hell I been at? That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. He just literally said it in the open too. That's crazy. Wow.
Whole shit.
Wow.
Like,
so you're saying like Big and maybe Pac.
I can't lose when I'm with you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment you?
Yo.
Might have been like.
Yo, those commercials be funny.
They ain't had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, but it affected, like, it's...
Yeah, it went into that, but they ain't had nothing to do with this.
The LA gangs took them out. The Bloods working as the corrupted LAPD unalive Biggie because Biggie went on a LA radio station mocking Pac in a freestyle rap, which led to LA feeling disrespected. He did that the same day he was erased. Not to mention, Biggie also said on a New York radio station that Snoop and Death Row was in New York, and he asked the question of why hadn't anyone pressed him, which ultimately got Snoop shot at. And the Crips unalive Pac because Pac bum rushed and stomped out a known Crip shooter for snatching a Death Row chain, which is rumored that Diddy put a bounty on Death Row chains. So after the beatdown, of course they wanted revenge and took Pac out. This was a completely different situation, so stop comparing. It's not even remotely the same. But I know people love to use their feud as an example on why people shouldn't go too far. But this is Drake's feminine ass. No one is going to that measure with Drake, but Drake, with academics gassing him up to his audience, referring to Drake and his entourage as goons, putting way too much on, making people believe Drake is more dangerous than he truly is. But then again, anyone with some money could easily have someone touched. Pause. But he not testing no LA gangs. It's not happening. Just like Drake and Kanye's feud ending last time so abruptly, people think Kanye says sorry. Nah, man, read the room.
Told Drake don't play with me on GD, and he sent that message to everybody.
Kanye has been linked to being tied with the GDs for years.
You know what I'm saying? Gangsta Disciples saved my life in Chicago. I'm here because of Gangsta Disciples. And I am exactly who Larry Hoover wanted to see come out of the organization that he created.
OGs even said they stand behind Ye.
Don't play with that man on GD.
That meeting with Jay Prince was clearly mob ties settling the dispute, so no further issues would transpire. transpired. The way you could tell is how they took this picture and then shortly after, Ye randomly threw a free Larry Hoover concert. You know, the same guy who created the GDs. And then having Drake perform and wearing free Larry Hoover merch. Almost seems as the gangs got involved and Drake basically apologized by doing this show. The proceeds went to 3 non-profit organizations that are made for ex-cons, but also there were rumors that some would go to Larry Hoover. So in other words, Drake was being taxed, allegedly. Also, Drake is very close to Dirk, and it was rumored that Dirk was upset about how they did Drake because Dirk is a part of the Black Disciples, the rival gang to the GDs, in which Ye spoke about later on, of how Dirk would rap on songs that Kanye would send him, and Dirk would send it back with disses towards Kanye.
Dirk sent in a verse and he said, take my Yeezy shirt off and make it a domat. And he said it 4 times. Yeah, Lil Durk said this. I hit him up. I said, you know, you're breaking my heart. Man, this is bad for the city. It's like, it's one thing, you got Drake. It's like he's really paid to come and do whatever he does and shit, come on my neck, all this type of shit. Right. But
basically, Jay Prince wouldn't have a gang war behind Drake. He proved that with Ye and the GDs. So he's def not going to have a gang war with Kendrick and Compton. This started off as strictly rap. The Like That verse by Kendrick didn't cross a line whatsoever. It was clear.
Yeah, this is crazy. And that's why I like the Elitist channel so much, man. I really do. This is crazy because a lot of this stuff I didn't even know. And I'm not saying that what he's saying is absolutely true, but I am saying that I would take his word over a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely does his research.
A friendly fade, and Drake made shit personal first, like he did with Pusha T, like he did with Kanye West, and now how he did with Kendrick. He brings up their wives, which to me is okay. He responded the way he responded. This is hip hop. It gets disrespectful. Hey, that's gonna be my catchphrase throughout this whole video if y'all ain't noticed. If y'all ain't noticed already, man, this is hip hop. Push-ups fired the first rounds with using Whitney's name in a bar about bodyguards. That's Kendrick's wife. That's personal as hell. It doesn't get any personal than that. When Kendrick's devotion is to protect his wife when he said those vows. So why go so low if you don't expect the person to go even lower? Pause. I feel like I'm gonna be saying a lot of pause on here, man. I'm trying to be serious, but at the same time, it's kind of hard saying sus ass, you know. If someone slaps the shit out of me, my goal is to knock their ass out. Not slap softer or just the same. Make that make sense, people. Come on now. If someone slaps the shit out of you, you're gonna think in yourself, oh, well, I can't punch them. I can't knock their ass out. That would be wrong of me. No.
That's exactly how I feel about what they be saying about your boy. About Drake. That's exactly how I feel. Just how he said. Exactly how I feel. Yeah, it's crazy. I ain't know all this. So I'm glad I watched this, man. Let's keep it going.
It doesn't work that way. The whole point of rap is to obliterate your opponent through wordplay. Let the words cut deep and penetrate their heart and soul. Break a person down. That's the point. This is hip hop. Drake had the right angle with throwing the first low blow, but it seemed he feels like no one else can do the same back to him. Nah, man, that's not how it works. Honestly, this is revealing Drake's only child energy at this point. You learn this growing up with siblings, man. Trying to snitch to your moms and say, hey, they hit me. And if she asks what happened, you say you hit them first. Your mom says, well, that's what happens. And that's what you get. Keep your hands to yourself. You don't need to be hitting people. And you won't get hit back. Shit, some moms will just say, quit snitching. Cut all that snitching. Get away from me with that snitching. And what's with the people who are not a part of the culture thinking that they can try and change it? I can't stand this shit. Y'all complain about how we gatekeep, but clearly we don't gatekeep enough.
You're calling him a word, but this guy's signed to thing. So now, how can they sign a man that is being accused of this thing? So now the things that, when I was clashing in grime, we never had nothing to lose. There you go. This is where I'm landing now. So when we're saying things to each other, you could call me anything in the world. I'm not going to lose a Nike deal.
Right.
I'm not going to not be able to put food in. That'd probably even get me more money because we'll go to the...
I don't understand that. I didn't understand that. Yeah, this is crazy. It's crazy that some of these people say some of these things, like, and they don't think it out. But I see what the lead is going with this.
Show and do the clash on the stage, and more people are paying and rare, you know what I'm saying? So
the version they was doing was hurting.
It's hurting what we've built. These doors are shutting on us right now, bro. We're looking crazy out here. That's why I didn't like that. It was good until they started sounding so like it just sounded crazy, bro.
So this is the part where I have to spoon feed you guys the harsh reality, because clearly common sense isn't your guys' thing. Even though I wanted this video to be off of strictly humor and joking, I'm gonna have to go a little off topic and get a little deep for you guys to understand. Y'all might actually let nonsense like Skepta's weak sauce spark some kind of pity party domino effect. And the result? Future artists too scared to drop real diss tracks because the likes of Skepta and Drake's emotionally fragile fan club decided to go cry about it. Imagine letting that soft energy dictate the rules of hip hop. It couldn't be me. So let's talk about it. Outsiders and guests to the culture don't get to rewrite the narrative. UK rappers or any other rapper outside the US are guests. Respect it. Respect the culture. It's no different than a white artist or any other race for that matter. You are guests to the culture. Hip hop was made by Black Americans. It was created for us to escape and express our oppression. Black Americans are known to make things work for themselves without throwing a pity party about it. Well, back then at least, I should say. Whether it was fashion, slang, haircuts, music, dancing, or sports, we always would evolve these things into something we could call our own, putting a spin to it, because they would gatekeep everything from us at one point. Although we have created a lot of genres, such as rock and roll or doo-wop, those genres were taken from us. This is no different from the Harlem Renaissance, which exploded in the 1920s during the Jim Crow era, where Black New York artists creating a new form of entertainment, which included jazz and R&B. This isn't the first time that Black Americans created a music genre that was popularized. Y'all know I go way off topic sometimes. I'm getting to a point. Just listen to me, okay? We having a history lesson. As time went on, we began to hold on to things we created more closely and value them more deeply. Rap was designed to tell stories and express emotions that we would go through, and storytelling was the foundation of hip-hop. Then, of course, making songs to dance to, which adopted new dance crazes that would advance and change over time. But battle rapping was the heartbeat of the culture. The goal was to keep our youth off the streets and encourage them to fight with words instead of fists or weapons. That's not to say it never crossed the line or became dangerous, but for the most part, it stayed on the mic. The whole purpose was to destroy your opponent using words, and also being the voice for the voiceless. For the long history of racial discrimination.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Battle rap definitely was one of those components that we used as a form of violence on wax or words without actually getting violent. You know what I'm saying? He got a point. That's
America that started with the black codes, then going to Jim Crow laws, and then to the war on drugs in the 80s, which was done purposely, by the way, to have mass incarceration to black men, to keep them segregated and get free labor by having the prison filled, a new form of slave trade, right? So the streets would take to the mic and voice the stories of our oppression, like NWA, Tupac, Rakim. These stories would reach globally, pointing a vivid picture for people who didn't care to see, spreading awareness of what truly going on in the Black American communities. Rappers became the new activists, speaking with raw, unfiltered emotions of what Black Americans were going through. So for someone in the UK to comment on when hip-hop goes too far, as if they're not a guest in our culture to begin with, is both distasteful and lacks credibility. Nigga, this is our craft. This is our craft, man, that we developed in the United States as Black Americans. Pay attention to the emphasis when I say Black Americans. Although this craft has now branched out worldwide through other cultures and nationalities with other races involved who added their own ingredients to the mix, that doesn't mean to change the overall main recipe. That's like me studying spaghetti my entire life. I don't know why I would, but let's say I wanted to be like an Italian chef, and the overall goal would to be the best spaghetti maker in the entire world. I don't know. And people now consider me as a legend in the spaghetti game. And I go to a 5-star restaurant in Rome, Italy. They're known to be the best at making spaghetti in the entire city and in the entire country. I eat it and I find things wrong with it. And I go on TV or X to let everyone know how I didn't like the way they made their spaghetti. And I go on to speak on how it should have been handled, all from the previous experiences with other restaurants I've attended, or maybe some books I've read. Y'all would look at my United States black ass and would laugh and talk big shit. Y'all would say, how dare you even think to have an opinion on their famous restaurant that won the #1 restaurant award or some shit like that. When it's their country, the people who created the cuisine itself, they would say, how dare you criticize the way they make their recipe? That's their craft. That's their culture. That's their recipe. Hip hop and rap is a craft with the main recipe from Black Americans in the United States. You are guests. Don't change our recipe. Battle rap, diss tracks, there's no rules. Who told you guys this? The first time I've ever heard anything like this was when Drake tried to say something about Pusha T going too far about 40's illness. As if Pac didn't do that 20 years prior. Drake and company, the Soft Boys, the Beta Men, and the Baby Bops of this era are the only ones saying something is too far. When it comes to Drake, why are you guys coddling this clear broad? I know clear tears are dangerous, but golly gee whiz G Willikers Batman. I'm gonna play that out, you guys. That's my new saying. G Willikers Batman. If you don't like how serious and personal hip-hop beef gets, then do as J. Cole and ride a fucking bike out of here, nigga. Don't partake. Listen, I don't hate Drake. I can't stand his ass and what he represents, but I don't hate, bruh. I just like to make fun of him. But I'd be lying if I said I don't listen to his music.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Some songs slap and some songs don't. Not all his music hit and some do. But just like I can listen to him is the same way I could watch a movie made by the Weinstein Company. Django and Inglourious Bastards are some of my all-time favorite films. That doesn't mean I'm unaware of what the guy who owns the company distributing these movies has done. And I'm tired of the disrespect towards Black Americans, man, to Black American influence. Honestly, I'm tired of the overall disrespect of American influence in general. I don't care, white, black, Latino, it doesn't matter. Other countries are inspired by us Americans, and they incorporate our trends into their lifestyle. And then they want to discredit us or change what we created to fit their narrative as if they're not guests to our culture. Y'all need to stop it.
Somebody said that I look like deleted. If I was to put a mask on, take my hair down, I'll be the real actual deleted. The cartoon version in human form. Yeah, man. Dope video, man. Make a lot of sense. He makes a lot of sense. A lot to digest there. But he's right. I definitely think that we need to stop coddling a lot of these artists, and we need to let things play out on wax or on with words. And I definitely think that people definitely be having Drake's back. I know I said definitely a couple of times. They be having Drake's back so much that they don't even give people a chance to even give their opinion, because they on it. Academics, Maul, bunch of people just, they on it. Adam 22, they just on it as if they were the ones with the diss track. It's so crazy to me. But either way, man, y'all have yourself a good night, man. I'll see y'all in the morning, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm about to go get me something to eat. Let's go. Taco Tuesday. Yeah.